Hi, thanks everyone. My name's Thi Thumasathit. I'm CMO of Fogworks. I'm not the star in the room here today. We're joined actually by William Entricken, who is the primary author of ERC 721. For those of you who don't know what ERC 721 is, that is the ERC that invented NFTs. It is the NFT standard for Ethereum, so thanks for joining us. Let's see. I'm going to talk about how you can turbocharge your NFTs with a personal Web3 server. And the notion of a personal Web3 server might be a bit foreign, and so we'll try to describe that. So let's say you are an average Web2 consumer, and you have a great idea for an NFT collection. And I've just made up an NFT collection here of our office dog and different versions of our office dog. Okay, so what do you do? What next? And you have a lot of problems that you need to solve, like how are you going to mint your NFTs? Where are you going to host them? How do you make sure they're accessible? How do you make sure that they load quickly? How do you manage access to your NFTs, et cetera? So we at Fogworks have invented this device and virtual device, which is a personal Web3 server. And this personal Web3 server does a bunch of things, but one thing it especially does is it manages your NFT collection for you, and it helps you mint NFTs. So by loading, you can simply point and click and load an entire collection of art from your PC to your Foggy or your Foggy Max. This is our personal Web3 server. So you can upload all of this to your personal Web3 server. And what happens immediately by doing that is that your data, your files, suddenly gain a lot of benefits of Web3. And they become basically NFT ready. What do I mean by that? So first and foremost, every unique file that you upload to your Foggy, you are written permanently to the blockchain as the creator of that file. So this, from our perspective, is extremely important, which is, in the art world, you know that Picasso is really a Picasso because it's signed, it's been authenticated by Christie's and everything else like that. In the digital world, someone can right-click and copy your file pretty easily. So what we do is when you store something on your Foggy, we write to the blockchain that you are the creator of this file. And wherever that file goes from there on out, you will be recognized as the creator of that file. If someone right-clicks and copies it and saves it, you will still be the creator of that file. Now, if they modify it and they add 1 pixel, they will become the creator of that file, but it's clear that they're the creator of the file, not you. And so you can say, no, that's a copy. That's essentially being misattributed. So we think that this is extremely important for the whole NFT marketplace to ensure authenticity and to guarantee or to minimize misattribution. So again, every unique file that you save to your Foggy, you'll be permanently written as the creator of that file to the blockchain. So there are a number of other Web3 properties that you get by loading your data to a Foggy. So as soon as you load your file to a Foggy, you get a permanent URL, and you don't ever need to worry about DNS ever changing or your domain name expiring. That URL is permanent. And we use the protocol called CYFS. If you want to, you can put your data on IPFS, and you can use your Foggy for IPFS pinning. And you don't need to pay monthly fees or additional monthly fees to do IPFS pinning. That you can use your Foggy as an IPFS pinning service itself. And then in addition, your Foggy is actually part of a decentralized storage network. And as a result of your putting your content on your Foggy, all of your content can be cached, edge cached throughout the Foggy network, so it can be accelerated, and it'll be more highly available, and there will be a much lower risk of someone downloading it, trying to download your file and getting a 404, or a page that loads extremely slowly, like it takes 4 or 5 minutes to load. Finally, one other benefit of loading your content to Foggy is it becomes completely uncensorable. So this is a decentralized storage node, and as a result, your content is stored in multiple locations. And because it's stored in multiple locations, it can never be censored. So it can't be blocked, it can't be censored. Even big government firewalls around countries can't block this, because the protocol that we're using doesn't use TCP/IP, doesn't use DNS, doesn't use HTTP. So traditional firewalls won't be able to block it. So you get all of this just by virtue of loading your data to your Foggy. Okay, so once all of your data is on your Foggy, what do you do? So after you've pointed and clicked and loaded your data, you can actually feature your data on a fully decentralized content marketplace. So how many of you have heard of Etsy? So Etsy is a centralized marketplace for handmade goods and crafts, right? You can think of this as a digital Etsy, this is a marketplace for digital arts and crafts, call it, right? And then furthermore, it's a decentralized digital Etsy, which is there is no server farm out in some hosting location. The collection of all the Foggies out there represent the decentralized server farm, and your Foggy is part of that decentralized server farm. So you can serve your content to this decentralized content sharing site, and you can see how many likes you get. You can even collect tips. You could even sell your content as well. So we do have the ability to mint kind of like an in-house NFT with minimal gas or low gas fees. But then you can basically see, okay, what art that seems to be really popular, and what of my art is worth minting an NFT and expending the gas. And so you can see what's popular, what's not, as opposed to minting a whole bunch of NFTs, spending the gas, and then realizing that, like 80% or more aren't marketable, that people just don't like them. Once you have shared your content on our decentralized content sharing site, you can then mint your NFTs. And with your Foggy, again, by pointing and clicking, you can mint NFTs on any EVM chain in bulk without knowing any code whatsoever. So you can literally just point to a file, or point to a folder, and you can say, I want every single file in this folder, I want to mint an NFT out of this. And it can all happen within seconds. So you don't have to know any code, and you don't have to you don't have to do it one by one. You can do it all in bulk. So this is a great way to mint an entire NFT collection, or multiple NFT collections for that matter. And again, no technical knowledge required whatsoever. So once you mint your NFTs, well, obviously you can sell them, and you can sell them on any NFT marketplace. So OpenSea, Rarible, etc. And then you'd think you'd be done after you've sold your NFTs. Well, so there's actually a lot of talk now of membership NFTs and improving the value of the utility of your NFTs. The NFT isn't just an image, but there's actually rights associated with the NFT. So with your Foggy, you can actually gate your content using your NFTs. So you can have your public content, and then you can have your VIP private exclusive content, and your NFTs can have the smart contract in there to get access to that exclusive content, and the NFTs that you sell can then automatically get access to that exclusive content via your Foggy. So it's a great way to layer on value to your NFTs, where you say you not only get the NFT, but you get access to all this exclusive content that you're going to be coming out with in the future. So again, Foggy and Foggy Max fundamentally are decentralized storage nodes, and they're personal servers. But in addition to being decentralized storage nodes, they are a great platform for any NFT creator to ensure the authenticity of their NFTs, make sure that they load fast and that they have permanent URLs, and then they can mint NFTs in bulk and without code. So we have two versions of Foggy. One is a virtual Foggy, and one is Foggy Max. Foggy Max is currently live on Indiegogo. There are 3 or 4 days left in the campaign, so we have a special NFT.NYC discount for anyone who's interested. You'll see flyers on tables. We'll put some on a table back here as well too. So if you're interested in backing the Indiegogo campaign, please feel free to pick up a flyer and scan the QR code. Or feel free to corner me or anyone else from Fogworks. We're here all 3 days and happy to answer any questions about personal Web3 servers and how they can help your NFT collection. And also one other thing too is we fundamentally believe that NFTs are not just about 8-bit art, but they're about all digital assets. So it could be in the future that you have your smart refrigerator or your smart car or your browser, and you're storing your data on your Foggy. You can mint an NFT out of those as well too, and you can sell those as well too, or you can rent them to the top 10 or 20 bidders, etc. That fundamentally this is your device, your data, and you own your data, and you get to do whatever you want with it. So we think that this is the future of Web3 is all about, one, decentralization, and two, ownership and control of that ownership. And we think that a Foggy or Foggy Max is fundamentally your home base for storing your data, controlling your data, owning your data. So thank you.